Wait, no, that's a prismatic lens. That's not a tip the scales. We have another chance, though. Gotta be. No! Oh my god, are you joking? I was so happy, and I did not even realize that it was a prismatic lens. And now I'm tilted. Oh. Don't mind me playing a little bit of Murloc Paladin, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's a pretty good show, if I do say so myself. So have a good time with it. We're gonna hard mulligan for Prismatic Lens. Prismatic Lens is absolutely needed in this matchup. If I don't get Prismatic Lens into tip the scales, you lose. You just lose. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just the game is over. So he's gonna play the quest. He's gonna play the Murloc that I cannot kill. He's gonna play a charge Murloc into my 3/2, totally swing the tide in his favor, and win. Calling it 100% charge into my 3/2. Wow. How did I know that was gonna happen? I mean, the game's not over. It's just that's really tilting. If I get Prismatic Lens, I can still out-tempo him theoretically, right? So I'm not too scared, but Jesus, dude! Really? Okay. True Silver Champion deals with that, then that trades into that. For justice. And we're still doing alright. Like, I've taken a decent amount of damage, but I now have some control. But if I don't draw Prismatic Lens, I fear the worst. I fear the worst. Okay. Into another charge minion? Jesus. This guy's high-key nuts. I think I trade in here. So that way that 1/3 stays alive, theoretically, so the poisonous can stick. So that way I can hit a bigger minion with it. I mean, if turn 8 comes around and I make it that far, Tip the Scales does really well. But, again, I have to make it to turn 8, assuming I don't draw Prismatic Lens and get another one. Wow, dude, oh my god. You know, it's kind of hard to be too mad at this, right? Because, like, I'm playing Murloc Paladin. I'm a terrible person. If we play this, we can trade a 1/4 into it, and it actually stays alive. Then we get to trade this into that. It stays alive. And then I say we just charge forward, but keep the poisonous minion. If anything, just to make it seem like I have more options in my hand for things to play. Maybe he's like, oh, it's a Leroy or a Chef Knowing or something. We're now equal health. I have a lot of cards on board. He has a lot of cards in hand. But since he's going Murloc, I assume he doesn't have that many ways of, like, clearing the board. Cool. Does he kill my 3/3 here? He doesn't. Cool, okay. I can trade my 4 into that. Ooh, okay. That's actually really good. Who do I want to give poisonous? Not my 4 attack guy. He's trading into that for sure. But let's see here, actually. We can go trade in. That's going to happen regardless. He's going to die regardless. It doesn't matter. Just so I don't make that misplay later. Trade here. No. Trade here. Trade here. Give him poisonous. So I want to trade him in because he's less of a priority. I want him to stay at higher health, keep control of the board, and just keep going face. And now we actually don't even need to play Tip the Scales. We can actually wait for him to play like a Hagatha if he has some sort of removal at all. My god, dude, you've had 3 anglers? Chill. Just stop getting so lucky. You monster. The amount of value he's gotten from that, he's gotten at least 3-4 cards from that alone. He's gotten like 6 cards from that, and he got lucky enough to discover one and then not the other, but then he concedes anyway. Cool, okay, whatever. I guess I'll take the win. This Okay, sure, whatever. Moving on to the next one. If you haven't already, check out my boys Ram Yum. Basically, yes, they only have 2 videos, but they kind of just try ramen, and they have no actual like cooking experience whatsoever. It's actually kind of funny. I have to say, I watched their first video. I didn't watch their second, but they seemed to be just having a pretty good time and not really knowing what they were doing. One guy can't even use chopsticks. Oh, it was actually a pretty fun time. But yeah, if you want to check them out, go ahead. The link will be in the description, and the link to discover other channels on the spreadsheet will be in the description, and then the forum, if you want to join that Excel spreadsheet, will also be in the description. Okay, so it's time for the question of the day. Yay! Woo! I may at some point put a sound effect in there, but as of right now, I'm not doing that. But anyway, the question of the day is, if you could nerf any card in Hearthstone, what would it be and why? And I'm not necessarily saying like how would you nerf it, because that's a little bit much off the top of your head. But if you want to put that too, that would be awesome. Basically, for me, that card would probably be the Omega Devastator. I think that the Omega Devastator, even though Warrior just got blasted, and I think that I think that's super nice. I still think that the Omega Devastator to be a 4/5 that on 10 basically smashes whatever big minion you happen to get on the board, and then if you have Dr. Boom out, gets to also rush into something, although that's an issue with Dr. Boom. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna play that. This is so good. It's actually super nice for after a tip the scales play. So we have a 1 in like 20 chance of getting a card that I cannot play the next turn. Basically, as long as the minion that is drawn with prismatic lens, as long as it is not Chef Nomi, we win the game next turn. So let's see. Is it Chef Nomi? Perfect. It's even something moderately expensive, so it's actually an efficient use of my resources next turn. That's just great. I love that. If you play something else, I want to trade the 3/2 into it before I prismatic lens. Oh, okay. I don't think I can really trade into it. If he trades in here, oh, nice. That means I get to fill up more stuff. Wait, no, that's a prismatic lens. That's not a tip the scales. We have another chance, though. Gotta be. No. Oh my god, are you joking? I was so happy, and I did not even realize that it was a prismatic lens. And now I'm tilted. Oh. Wow, that was a roller coaster of emotions. I was 100% sure that was so good, and I was like, nice, I get to play it next turn. And now I realize I'm doomed. Like, just totally, utterly, hopelessly doomed. Please. Okay, well, that was kind of a bust. I'm not thrilled by what just happened. Let's just generate some Murlocs here. Let's just see what we can get. That gives me a that. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't care about that. Generates me another Murloc, and that generates me a Murloc, and perfect. Okay. So at least I won the first game, and if you haven't noticed, I generally always try to win the first game, and then whatever happens, the second game happens. I'm happy to show losses. I just want to make sure that there's at least one win every time. If you like that format, please tell me. Speaking of telling me things, if you have any questions that you want me to answer, whether it be about Hearthstone or League or TFT or literally anything, feel free to just send me a message. Put it in the comments, I mean, and then in parentheses put like Q&A, and then ask the question, and that would just be great. And then I'll try to answer it when I do my Q&A segments, which I will start doing soon. We're gonna just dump. We're just gonna dump these things on the floor and then pump their health. Hopefully this is enough. We tip the scales turn 7. If he plays the magnetic thing, we tip the scales turn 8. We thin the board out a ton, and then we try to get Zephyrus, and we try to just do something, you know? Honestly, in his position right now, I would go face. I don't think there's any reason for him to not go face. Because, like, in my position, I have to deal with his board or else I die. Also, if I don't draw True Silver Champion, even if I draw Zephyrus, I lose. That's bad. I'd say you still go face here. 100% you go face here. Don't trade. Don't trade into the minions, you fool. You nincompoop. Stop it. No, you don't. All of you watching this right now, this is a huge mistake that I personally make all the time. In this situation, you trade every time. Because think about it, right? If I am in my position, and I am, like, so say I'm the aggro deck, right? If I'm the aggro deck and I see somebody with a board and 18 health, and I have a Taunt Divine Shield, and it's against a deck that, generally speaking, has no removal other than maybe a True Silver Champion, which means I still have to trade one minion and then my weapon into it anyway, and I have nothing but Death Rattles, so if I do trade in, or if he does trade in, I get value, I go face. That was 9 damage. I get him down to 9. Instead of playing the Mecharoo, in the tracking, I would have just Zilliax, Tiro Powered, gone face, put me down to 7, and that would have just been the best play. So we're going to hit this into that, or are we? We're going to do this. We're probably going to get a Murloc War Leader. We're going to trade it into this, and we're going to try to control the board. Control the damage. We'll ram this in, because this has more health. And then we'll ram this into that. It'll die. I don't really care. Wow, I didn't get a Tasty Fin? Wait, that's actually kind of a bummer. But see, again, in this position, I'm the one that's forced to trade. He's going to play the dude, you know, the one that mass wipes the board. The Magnetic Venomizer with Missile Launcher combo. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. I mean, all things considered, it could have been worse, right? But, like, okay. Let's just say that somehow I had a response to this play, and I kill it, and I don't die. He didn't go face. The game could be over right now. But it's not. Wow, I'm tilted. Like, if I had had a True Silver Champion and a Murloc Tasty Fin, I could discover the perfect thing and silence it. That would have been perfect, but I cannot. So we'll play that again. We'll hit it, because why not? And then we lose. Well played. But I don't know. For any of you watching this and wanting to know how to play aggro decks, in that guy's situation, especially if you have a taunt in front of your minions, just hit him in the face. Like, there's no reason not to. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. If you like the format of me having at least one win every single time, having it always be the first one, let me know. I mean, if you find watching 2 losses in a row, I mean, I could definitely show you 2 losses, and that would be fine. But I feel like it would be more beneficial for you guys to at least see one correct way how to pilot the deck, but also showing losses is good too. Like, this one was just super unlucky. Literally, anything other than Chef Nomi would have won me the game, I feel like, because I would have gotten it out a turn sooner. He would have had nothing to magnetic it onto the next turn, which means that I could have used Leroy to kill it, and although I hate using Leroy to kill his thing, I could have done it, or I would have been in a winning position because it would have been another turn or 2 before he could play it. I don't know. I feel like no Chef Nomi would have been great there, but I got it anyway. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoy this deck a decent amount. It's not great, from what I can tell. It's 2 and 5. If you don't get the Prismatic Lens and you don't land it, this deck is super weak. And maybe I've just been unlucky. I've been hard mulliganing for it all 7 games I've played. And I've gotten it 3 times, and 1 time it didn't work. Like, I got it out, but then the quest Druid Starfall wiped my board and left up like a 2-3, which ended up dying. And then this time I got it, but it didn't stick. It landed on a Chef Nomi. So, like, it's just so variable, man. I don't like it. I don't like having a deck that relies on one specific card, and not like you get at the end. Like, control decks is fine because you're like, oh, I want to get Dr. Boom, or oh, I need this OTK combo with Malagos and Quest Druid. Like, that's fine because you're playing a deck around drawing out all of your cards and stalling the game so you can draw it pretty much every time. In this deck, it's like, if I don't draw on turn 4 and then get to play Tip the Scales turn 5, the game's over and I lose. So, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the deck. Obviously, it's still a really good deck. It's pretty budget. You could play without Leroy and Chef Nomi if you want with relative success. You can climb with it fairly easily. And it's great for win streaks because you can pump out games super duper well. So I mean, it's fine for climbing, and it'll probably be around 50%, maybe slightly higher win rate after I play it like 20 games. But I feel like there are just better decks out there like Highlander Hunter. Anyway, enough talking about the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you value my thoughts. Just think about it before you craft the deck if you haven't crafted it yet. And see ya.